It's 2024 and we're going to Newfoundland. It's my first time across, so this is kind of a bucket list thing for me. Bear with the weather right now, it's a little bit windy, but we'll have to make do as we see fit right now. The X3 is shined up, the X3 is tuned up, we got all the fluids changed, we got all the bolts, at least the important ones, checked over for torque. Spare tire on the roof, I got all my stuff packed up, ready to go here, so basically we got to take a 5-hour road trip to get to a boat, to do 7 hours on the boat overnight to get to the trail. So this is going to be one heck of an adventure for me. I've never been across Newfoundland, I've never been to Newfoundland. We're actually going to be doing the West Coast tour, so we're traveling with a great bunch of people this year. You'll meet all of them later on in the video, get to know them, and yeah, join me on this adventure and I'm sure we're going to have a blast. So I'm just going to take a minute here to go over the machine while it's still fresh looking and not covered in mud and rain and whatever else we're going to get into over there. So again, I got a couple more bags I just got to throw on the back here just with a bungee net and a couple straps, so that'll be it for the packing portion of this. Right now what you're seeing, we'll start kind of back to front type thing. So I got a little folding shovel. You're going to need a folding shovel when you go to Newfoundland, mainly for the bathroom. Where we're going, there's no hotels. Well, there is hotels, but we're not going to be staying in them. We're staying in the woods, so good to have just for that. Good to have for digging out if you get yourself marred or hung up in the center. So we got a Rotopax 2-gallon fuel tank with Rotopax mount. I've got all my necessary tools inside of here. I've got enough tools with me to be able to drop an axle out if I have to. Hopefully that won't be the case, but you never know. You know, torque wrench, sockets, pliers, basically everything that I can think of that is not going to overbind or overbound this entire machine. I don't want to take my entire toolbox with me. So when we're out on the trail, we also want to have quick access to a couple things. So we have inside of here a recovery strap. Nothing too important with the soft shackles. They're really, you know, they're a couple £1,000 rated. They're not super heavy. These are Amazon specials. You can certainly get some better ones out there, but they will suffice for what we need. We just got some recovery straps here, a tree trunk saver, that kind of thing, just to make things a little bit easier in case one of us gets stuck. Moving on to the left or driver's side of the machine, it's always good to carry an extinguisher, especially one with a quick disconnect on it. If you're going across Newfoundland, one of these actually is required by the OHV laws in order to run your machine in Newfoundland. Always make sure you have a fire extinguisher with you, just never know. On the roof, I've got a spare tire and rim. Side-by-sides especially, it's a little bit quicker, a little bit easier to maintain. If you have a spare tire you can throw on when you're on the trail. If you blow one, it's going to be a little bit easier to maintain the convoy speed if that's the case. We have a great 23-0, if you can kind of see it up there, Aussie swag canvas tent. So this is what we're going to be sleeping in. I've got all of my blankets except for my pillow that's rolled up inside of this swag. That's just strapped right on here with my rack, my luggage rack, or rear tailgate combination by A&M UTV Pro. Inside of the machine, there's nothing really special going on here. We just got some Amazon special bungee nets just to help secure and keep that tarp from flapping. These tarps are actually from, they're cut up from a truck tarp. One of those great big transport truck tarps you see that the loads are bound up in. And it's just a little bit heavier, a little bit less flighty when you're in motion. So we've got one of those. You can kind of see peeking through here. I've got an action packer box. I've got another box up here. This is kind of like my dry food here. This is my some of my additional camping supplies. You know, I've got spare belts, a couple spare lug nuts and studs for the wheels. Inside of here, just quick and nice and easy access. I am going to have another bag back here just to throw a raincoat on or in, just so, again, quick and easy access in case we're running on the road and it decides to downpour. We're going to go a little couple two-way radios. These are just FRS radios, nothing special. These are just Motorola specials. Just quick and easy access to get that in and out of there. Inside the passenger door, I came up with something a little bit clever here. So This is my camp chair. This just kind of sits against the door, so hopefully the door won't fly open, because if it does, I'm going to lose my camp chair. So the battery, when I got this machine, had a wire for a battery tender on it. This little hookup right here is a 12-volt cigarette plug adapter. Actually, what it's for is it's for if you have a Motec system, which just works off of one of these 2-pin plugs, and it plugged directly into that battery charger, the battery tender. So I have now 12 volts right off the side of the machine. Where that's going to come in play is inside of here, which is somewhat of a waterproof bag. I have my Weekender Pro 250 watt max power bank supplied by Rock Solar. So that is going to come with me. I've got camera gear to charge, I've got phones to charge, GPSs to charge, and it's all going to be run and charged off of this while we drive. Other than that, the only thing that's kind of hidden back here, I'm not quite sure if you can see it, but there is a cooler bag down there that I can access drinks when I'm driving the machine. It's getting real now. We're about 72 hours away from departure, so I'm loading up tonight, and I gotta go meet the leader of the group, Jason Talon, at his place tomorrow morning. We gotta sort out if we can put another ATV on this trailer, so just kind of getting things finalized, how many trucks, how many trailers we're taking. We gotta accommodate for quite a few of them up the parking lot next to the ferry terminal, so I'm just making sure all the straps are tight and getting everything buckled down, get everything up on the forward side of the trailer. So yep, that's not going nowhere, and it's muggy. It's a good idea if you're going to be traveling quite a few hours with your machine on a trailer, rough roads, especially Nova Scotia. Just have kind of a backup plan in case one or two or all the straps decide to snap at once. You just never know. I always like to double up a little bit, so we're just gonna do a quick little thing here with a chain just to make sure we're gonna be safe traveling down the road. I'll just put a lock or something like that there, and just to help, just in case if anything snaps, won't roll backwards off the trailer. Ooh, the mosquitoes are bad. While I'm up here, I don't think I ever talked about my sleep system. I bought a new tent. Well, it's kind of a tent, but it's not. I'll show you what I mean. This is not a tent. This is, as my Australian friends say, a swag. This is a fully integrated sleep system. So instead of just being a regular vinyl or whatever kind of poly tent, this is all canvas. It's all been treated canvas. This is a Bandit 1400, which means 1400 millimeter wide, by a company called 230 out of Australia. So they've been in business for quite a long time. This is not a plug. I was not sponsored by 230 by any means. In fact, if you go to the website and type in anything you want, you won't get a discount from me because I didn't get a discount. Anyway, I actually bought this from a Canadian company, Off-Grid Trailers, who did help me get this imported. So I don't see too many Canadians with this type of tent or swag. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. It's actually got 2 spreader poles up top. It's completely freestanding. It doesn't need to be pegged down, which we're going to Newfoundland. We're going to be on rocks, and it's hard to drive a peg into solid rock. So anyway, it's got vents on the side. It's got lots of open, real heavy-duty mesh screen. The canvases roll up. It's nice and watertight. As you can see, it's like double sealed almost down here. So if you wanted to, you could open this right up on both sides, mind you. And before we go inside, this is a nice little Amazon special I picked up. This is by some sort of company out of China, I'm sure, called Grassman, whatever. It's just a tarp. So my idea with this is, if it rains, I got this covered. This is waterproof anyway. I am going to have a tarp underneath here just to help protect that a little bit. that this is a heavy-duty PVC bottom. It's not vinyl. It's like PVC. It's the same stuff as what you'd find that cover truck tarps or flatbeds on trucks. Anyway, that gave me a little bit extra protection, and as an added bonus, it goes all the way across the machine, and it keeps everything inside the machine dry as well too, dry-ish. So yeah, inside, there's lots of room inside of here. You can sit up. I'm not a very tall guy. I'm like 5 foot whatever, and if you're 6 feet, you're probably going to hit the roof. But I can sit up here in the tall end, which is kind of like one end. It kind of goes on a bit of a slope, but there's lots of room in here for 2 people if you wanted to do that and snuggle up. These are nice open vents. You could leave the mesh up, and again, that's nice heavy mesh. This entire thing here, this entire mattress, actually came vacuum sealed inside this own pack. And it's kind of neat because the pack that it came in is made out of the same material as the side mesh. So it'd be nice to actually carry that with you, that little bag, just to in case you got a rip or a tear or something like that when you're out in the bush. But anyway, we're just going to open this up just to show you that you do have, you know, lots of space. You can put some gear right here. This area does fold out and open up on both ends, so you do have like a little dry sack right here. You can put your shoes, you can put anything you want. That's how I'm going to be doing it. Put the shoes here, so when I step out, I'm not going to be stepping out or stepping in with dirty shoes. So this will roll up out of the way, and then you can put your screen up and have some nice ventilation when you're trying to sleep here too. So I think this is going to be pretty neat. Well, we made it to the ferry terminal. Now we just hurry up and wait. No boat here yet, so. Anyway, yeah, long drive. Gotta get checked in for security here. Got my boarding pass, got my cabin number. Now we just gotta wait for basically a couple hours. Well, we're about to get swallowed up here. Yes, sir. That's a big old boat. So anyway, I'm tired. I need to get to bed. We got a long day ahead of us tomorrow. So anyway, thanks for checking this video out. Stay tuned because there's a lot more coming. More exciting stuff than just a hotel, well, a ship tell, a cabin berth. Anyway, there's more to this series than just this. Join me on the next run. Check out episode 2 coming up shortly. Raw guy out. Well, we didn't make it far. One of the machine's battery is dead. We made it 4.2 kilometers.
Well, Bruce, Rhino wants me to clean these 1-0 as well.